Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Ricky. It's my co-host, Jason. I didn't come up with anything. Again,
You are really slacking on that part of your job.
I really should think of it all week instead. Oh well. We don't have any comments from last week to go over, so I'm just gonna skip that part real quick. What have you been up to, dude?
Um, well, we've been playing a lot of Session, not together, but we've been playing a lot of Session. Um,
That's true.
see, I've been playing a little bit of Soul Calibur. Um, what else have I been playing? Perfect Dark, obviously.
Yep.
That's about it. I was continuing my journey in Knights of the Old Republic, but I just was not in the mood for an RPG this week, so I kind of put a pause to that.
That's fair. You gotta play what you're in the mood for sure.
Yeah, but what have you been up to?
I played Session obviously a lot. Anybody who hasn't been on the YouTube channel and seen, we have a Session top 5 clips then. So playing a lot of Session. I've been playing Smash Bros because the new character came out on Monday and got back into Animal Crossing. These aren't Xbox games, but this is what I'm playing. So
Oh, I did play a little bit of Animal Crossing last night too.
yeah, there's an update coming on July 3rd for that. This isn't an Animal Crossing podcast, but I'm pretty excited about it. Um,
I just want to say all of my villagers were very upset because I have not been on since quarantine started. Basically, like I bought that game to play during quarantine, and then I wasn't quarantined anymore.
They were mad at me because I didn't play it in a month, but what can you do? So that's all I've really been playing. I played Warzone and Fortnite like usual, but haven't been getting into anything crazy. I didn't want to start any games or anything because I'm going on vacation next week. So I don't know. I don't think we'll do a podcast next week. Probably we're gonna have to skip a week.
Where are you going to?
Going to Tennessee.
What you doing down there?
Just hanging out. Probably we'll be in Gatlinburg.
Mm,
I don't think this show will happen. I'm not sure if the top 5 thing will happen. I'll get back Thursday. I just don't know what time I'm getting back.
I
It's like a
gotcha.
7-hour drive.
Thought it was only like 6.
I think it's like 6.5, but
I
my wife's pregnant, so doctor says every 2 hours that we have to get out of the car and she has to stand for 15 minutes.
oh god,
Yeah.
I was gonna say I drive like an idiot, so if it's a six and a half
Yeah.
hour drive, as far as the GPS says, it's definitely 6 to me. You better find a hobby for 15 minutes at a time. I'd start smoking if I was you.
Well, hopefully we get submissions and I can just look at those.
I thought you said some missions. I was like, what?
Yeah, dude. We get some missions. I gotta go, fetch quests. They'll be like, hey, you're at the gas station. Can you get me a candy bar? And then I'll go get a candy bar and I'll turn it in.
I'll start giving you dumb quests on the thing.
That'd be kind of hilarious. We should make a game where it's just really dumb, mundane things, and then you get like experience points or something. No, wait. You should get like skill experience, kind of like in Crackdown. So like it's just a game where you're doing really boring real life stuff, but you can jump super high now.
Go to the bathroom. Wipe 3 extra times. Good job wiping. You can finish faster now.
You now have stronger arms. Yeah, so that's what we've been up to. You want to just jump into the news?
I guess so, dude. Is it
Not that I want to rush through the banter or anything, but I know you got stuff to do. So
I haven't been beckoned yet, so usually by the time someone yells at me, I still have like a half hour before they're mad.
all right, well that's good. I mean, depends on how long we talk about the topic for the week.
Yeah, that's the way I live my life. Probably not the correct way, but whatever.
No, probably not. You should probably just be on time, but
Ah, shut up. What do you know?
screw it. All right, I'm gonna hop into the news. Not a very heavy news week, but we got some Xbox information that I think is really interesting. There's one piece that I'm really excited about, but we'll get there in a second. So the first thing I got is the Xbox Series X showcase is set for July 23rd supposedly, and it'll show Halo Infinite gameplay. So that's pretty exciting. I don't know if that July 23rd date is exactly 100% accurate. There's an official report that said the week of July 20th, so July 23rd might be 100% the right date. But that'll be the next showcase where we'll see next gen stuff. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm interested in what the Halo gameplay is going to be.
I'll have to try to remember to watch it. Pretty sure I'm gonna be on a beach though, so probably not gonna watch it.
Yeah, that's fair. July 23rd. That's 21 days from now.
Yeah, I was gonna
If
say.
not, I'll give you the rundown.
Pretty sure I leave for vacation in like 14 days.
There's no way I won't watch it. Maybe I'll just do a solo podcast all about the show and that's it.
Yeah. I guess I forgot to warn you that I'm gonna leave for vacation, but I'm gonna be gone.
That's right. I forgot to warn you too. So
yeah, I'll be gone from the 17th till God, I don't know. It's only for like a week, but I can't remember the exact days. 17th to the 25th, maybe. Sounds correct, but
that's all right. If you miss it, you can watch it when you get back.
Oh, I'm supposed to watch these?
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm just messing with you. I watch them.
Okay, the second piece. This is the exciting news. They're doing an Xbox Summer Games demo. So, the demo event will run from Tuesday, July 21st to Monday, July 27th. It's meant to act as a replacement for the demos at E3 and PAX and like Gamescom and stuff like that. So, since all those are canceled because of coronavirus, right? What they're doing is they're doing demos for like over 60 games, like new and upcoming games on your Xbox. So they said there'll be a demo tile, like a specific tile on your Xbox One, kind of like how you can go to Game Pass now. And it'll just be demos for these games. So the exact quote that I have here is they said, while we can't recreate the experience of attending a big show entirely, we can help you get your hands on lots of cool new games early. And they had a warning like later in the article about how these aren't demos like you would think a demo is after the game's finished and they put out a demo, you play like one level. They're like, these are actual E3 demos. So they're gonna be broken and you just have to expect that.
God.
I'm pumped.
I was already gonna bring my Xbox on vacation with me to, watch Hulu and things like that when we're in the hotel, but now I'm gonna have to end up playing. I'm assuming there's gonna be a Cyberpunk demo.
Oh, probably.
I'm assuming there's gonna be a Watch Dogs demo. Those are the only two that I'm like, oh god, I gotta play those.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go hard on these demos. I might even stream them. I'm really excited. When I saw this news, I was like, no way, dude. I've never been to an E3. I never got to see these demos.
Yeah, I don't have that luxury, but now I do.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I don't even know, dude. They said over 60 games. I can't even think of what all that would be. It's probably gonna be a lot of indie games, which will probably be really good for the indie market because I know they were upset about E3 being canceled because that's like where they try to sell their games to bigger companies. This will probably be good for them.
I hate to say it. I know we're discussing news, but I hate the term like indie game because it makes me cringe. Right. Like,
yeah.
Every time I hear indie game, I think of like the stupid pixel games that you can still buy on Xbox for God knows what reason.
Right.
Like, please put those in their own category outside of indie. But that's the end of my tangent. Session is technically an indie game.
Yes. Yeah, I'm pumped for these demos. I think it'll be really cool. I don't know what we're gonna get into, but I think it's gonna be awesome.
Watch all the like big like AAA titles. They're like, oh yeah, no, you can't test those.
I bet they are gonna put them through. At least any of the ones that Xbox has anything to do with, they'll probably gonna put through.
I'd say so.
They put out a disclaimer that it's some of the games are. They said in the article some of the games are very very early alpha footage or alpha gameplay.
Well, that'll be really neat.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I'm excited. All right. Next piece of news. Microsoft filed a trademark for Fable last week. So, companies renew their trademarks all the time. It's pretty routine. What I saw the interesting thing here is they filed the trademark under intend to use, which means we could have another Fable game coming soon or something in the Fable universe.
That'd be awesome. Hopefully, it's not another. What did they do? They did that like tabletop party game thing. That was stupid.
Yeah, hopefully it's not that. I just want they should just do a single player RPG Fable, you know,
Yeah, like they.
just like the old ones.
Yeah, even bring it to co-op like the old ones were. You know, they're not
Right.
mandatory co-op. The co-op was just a feature, so it's not like it was important for the game.
Right. I knew you would be excited about that one.
Yeah, dude.
The
No,
Fable news.
that was Fable is like one of my top games. I believe I put it in my top games list actually, but amazing games.
Yeah.
The
I
third
knew
one
you'd be
sucks,
pumped up.
but whatever.
Yeah, who cares? All right, the next piece of news. My opinion on this could be controversial. I'm not sure, but I'm just gonna say it anyway because it was news. Microsoft is going to start banning Forza players who add the Confederate flag to their car. They will also be banning any players who have Nazi iconography or the Rising Sun. Now, to me, this is completely absurd. So you can't make the General Lee in Forza without getting banned.
That's the only absurd part I see. Like the General Lee, like yeah, that should be a gimme.
Right.
The Rising
I get
Sun's a little weird to me. That one's
Yeah. So the reason for that was because it was a symbol of Japanese imperialism or some crap like that. The thing is that the Rising Sun is the current flag of the Japanese Navy. You have no reason to ban.
Yeah,
that.
the Rising Sun is very strange.
The Nazi stuff I get.
Yeah, I was gonna say without devolving into politics, the only thing that's strange to me is the Rising Sun, and now people can't make the General Lee, but
Yeah, the General Lee thing's weird.
everything else completely agree with. Let's just say that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not, I don't want to make this show political ever, but
Yeah.
it's weird. It's their platform though, so they can do what they want.
Well, that's the
That's,
reason. Well, I guess we would be on the tail end of it, and I know we try to keep the show as PG as possible. The original Xbox had rated A games on it.
Yeah.
The Xbox decided that it wanted to be a family console, so the highest rating they would allow on their consoles anymore is M. That's why you don't see rated A games anymore.
Right.
I just wanted to throw that in. So yeah, it's their console; they can do what they want.
Yeah.
It's just strange to me. Yeah,
It's so weird. There's no way. Okay, again, not getting political, but there's like no way that like 90% of the Confederate flags weren't just the General Lee.
yeah, like the General Lee. That should be acceptable. I'd say. And I know some people, even people who watch this, are going to be like, "No, the General Lee had the thing." It's like, yeah, if you ever watched the Dukes of Hazzard, though, like that was wholesome. Like that was a wholesome TV show.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. That one's weird, but again, it's their thing.
The Rising Sun is throwing me off still, because like that was on a lot of the Japanese like import cars. Like people put it on those import cars in Forza because
Right.
the Japan like street racing culture and stuff like that, they put it all over their cars. Like Japan loves that imagery as far as like the street racing culture does.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, it's the current flag of their navy. Like, I don't get this one.
That I've never even heard that one be discussed as far as like current issues.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, the last piece of news I have is not specifically Xbox related, but I thought it was exciting. Amazon is making a Fallout TV series, and it's written by the creators who made Westworld. I didn't really watch Westworld, but I've heard that it's a pretty good show, and it's a Fallout show, so come on. Hopefully, it's just in the Fallout universe, and they don't try to retread the story of the games, because that would not be that good.
That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, they're like, and now the main character exits the vault and has to go find his dad for the next 40 episodes.
And then next season, it's gonna be a different character, but he's gonna go try to find his kid.
Yeah. Whatever. Okay. Last bit of thing. Here's the games coming to Game Pass. So, Out of the Park Baseball 21 just came out yesterday. Soul Calibur 6 came out yesterday. And then Crosscode and Fallout 76 come on July 9th.
God, I'm glad I've been holding off on buying Fallout 76 now, because I keep considering it, but now that it's coming to Game Pass, yeah, I'm just not gonna buy it.
Yeah, I think we might play together.
Have you played it yet?
Yeah, I bought the collector's edition that came with the Power Armor helmet, because of course I did.
Yeah, it's you.
The game
That
was
makes sense.
not that good when I played it. But they have added the Wastelanders like update thing, so there's like actual NPCs now. So it might be worth playing. I've been thinking about getting back into it, but now I'll just wait.
I was talking to Steve-O, the tattoo artist.
Yeah.
I was talking to him. He's been playing a bunch of it. And everything he tells me, it makes it sound real interesting to me. But, I didn't want to purchase it because I knew it had a bad rap.
Right. I think they're really trying to turn it around, honestly. I'm ready to get back in as soon as it comes to the Xbox.
Yeah, I will definitely play it.
Correction, Xbox Game Pass. It's already on Xbox, sorry.
Yeah, I knew what you meant.
One other thing for Game Pass members, Minecraft Dungeons, Sea of Thieves, and State of Decay 2 all had free updates for Game Pass, like DLC stuff. So
I really need to get back into Sea of Thieves.
we keep saying it almost every 2 weeks or so when there's news about it because it keeps popping up.
It's just one of those games, like, sure, we're doing this podcast on Thursday. Normally we do the podcast on Wednesday, and that takes up the majority of our time.
Right.
With, us being on different work schedules and you being a family man, like, you have things that are more important than playing video games.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, like, not bad talking you or anything. It's just, life got in the way. We can't do the things we used to do.
Right. It's a hard thing to get into, for sure.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Especially even now, it is hard to be able to be like, okay, I just got off work. Nobody bother me. I'm going to play video games today. It's like, even for me, when I get home from work, it's like, oh man, I got to do the dishes and cook dinner and do this and that.
Right.
And it's like, oh, I've got like 30 minutes until I need to go to bed so I can go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, dude, it's rough. All right, games leaving Game Pass. The following games are leaving on July 15th. So play them if you want to play them because they're going to be gone. Blazing Chrome, Dead Rising 4, Metal Gear Solid 5, Time Spinner, Unavowed, and Undertale are all leaving. So if you want to play them, play them. I think they're all pretty old games, so you've had your chance, I guess. All right. So I think that's it for the news and the Game Pass stuff and, whatever. You ready to move on to the main topic?
Yeah, dude. Sure.
So for this week, we didn't really plan it, which is why we're, a little late. And what we ended up going with is games that we either missed or just couldn't get into. And so that's kind of where we're going to go with this. And I assume we'll talk about the game and then tell the reason of, why we didn't get into it for whatever reason that is. I don't have a clean 5. I don't know what you came up with, but
I have 5 either games or game series, I should say.
Right.
And
that's kind of the more the route I went was game series.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to go first. Want me to go first? It's up to you.
I don't remember who went last time, so why don't you go ahead and go?
Okay, sure. Give me a second. I got to get into my phone to pull up the list. Gonna start out I'm starting out strong with people are going to yell at me for it. So I specifically chose Final Fantasy 15. That's the only one I actually tried to play. I tried very hard to get into that game, and me not being into the Final Fantasy universe or anything of that nature, I did not. I just didn't like that game. I tried. I didn't like the driving, the character. What the hell? I can't remember his name. The main character.
Noctis.
Yeah, he was real whiny. I didn't like the art style. I hate to pick it apart because I know it's a good game. I just did not enjoy it.
I think a lot of people don't like Final Fantasy 15, so I think you're all right.
Yeah, okay. So I don't feel as bad about that one then.
Yeah, it's definitely not like the most beloved in the franchise. I didn't even finish it because, life got in the way and I never went back to it. I really should go finish Final Fantasy 15. I really liked it, contrary to how you felt.
Yeah, like, I don't hate the game, but, like, if somebody right now came up to me and was like, hey, do you want to play this game? Because I know there's, like, a co-op option. Or, yeah, there's co-op now, isn't there?
Yeah, it's called Comrades.
Yeah, I would be like, no, dude, I'm good.
Yeah. This is why this show's good, dude. We got a nice contrast. We don't agree on everything. It'd be really boring if we agreed on everything.
Yeah. That's really all I got for that because I can't badmouth that game. I just didn't enjoy it, and I'm not gonna badmouth it.
I assume past Final Fantasies is more the turn-based combat isn't really.
Yeah, the turn-based combat thing really gets me too. I included Final Fantasy as a whole, but that one specifically is what I had chose.
Right. I mean, that's the one that would be more up your alley if you're gonna play one.
Yeah.
I really think you should play 7 Remake. I think you would actually enjoy that one.
I might,
because it's straight up action combat. Like you have combos. Well, kind of.
See that brings up another era of games or a style of game I don't really enjoy. But
action games?
No, you say combos, my head goes like button mashers, like
Right.
Yeah, that's just
like Bayonetta.
Yeah, I was gonna say Bayonetta or Devil May Cry. I've played both of them. They're both okay. Don't love those games either.
That's fair.
I
never got into Devil May Cry. It's not on my list, but I couldn't get into it.
No, that's this is why these episodes always get so long.
You know what? Add it to my list. I couldn't get into Devil May Cry. I don't.
Yeah.
It's not my kind of game. I'm not really into them either. The way it looks in the story has to grab me for me to play it like a beat 'em up. I don't know. I guess you wouldn't call them a beat 'em up, but
yeah, I guess
I don't know
so.
what you would call them.
I'm not really sure.
But yeah, the story and the art style really has to grab me. Like I could get into Bayonetta. I haven't beat Bayonetta, but I played quite a bit of Bayonetta
You
on
just
Switch.
like Bayonetta because of what the main character looks like.
No, dude. There's like angels and demons and stuff, and it looks cool.
That's Devil May Cry has angels and demons in it.
All right, her clothes are made out of her hair, dude.
But yeah, that style of game, that's not for me. I do not enjoy it.
Right. You can't argue that the Bayonetta angels and demons aren't more of a visually striking than Devil May Cry's angels and demons.
I still believe you're just focusing on Bayonetta and not like
whatever, man. I feel like we have to agree to disagree now.
I think you just like looking at the main character.
Whatever, dude. What's next? What's on your list?
So I specifically am calling out Cuphead. That specifically, but also I'm gonna include, like I said it earlier, the indie games that are just like pixels and extremely low effort. Like some dude made it in his garage and was like,
it's weird to put Cuphead in with those.
I'm putting that in with it too because of the art style.
But Cuphead has like a really nice art style, like a old cartoon.
Yeah, no, it has good art, but to me, it's like that style right there is so annoying to me that people freak out over it. It's like, Dude, they've been doing that for 60 years. That's not innovative. Leave it alone.
All right, that's fair. I didn't play Cuphead either. I don't know if I'd like it or not.
Uh,
It's very Mega Man, isn't it?
yeah,
I couldn't really get into Mega Man, so
people freaked out over Cuphead, and it's like they stole everything from stuff that's already been done. Well, why is this game a big deal?
I'm sure somebody in the comments will let you know.
Yeah, somebody in the comments is going to
Please.
be like, "You're an idiot. That was a beautiful game." No, it wasn't.
Please argue with him on Twitter. He probably doesn't use Twitter. Argue with him on Instagram about why Cuphead's good, please.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Not me though, just him.
comment on the Xbox Infinite Podcast Instagram's latest post. I'll get at you on my own personal Instagram.
I was just gonna plug your Instagram. Hold on.
Oh God, it's no, don't plug my Instagram.
I'm plugging your Instagram. Hold on.
All right.
Anyway, get at him on Instagram or just in the comments of this video and let him know why Cuphead's great.
Cuphead sucks, and so does every other game with old imagery and minimal effort and stolen assets. Stop doing it.
Hey, it's Jason_hooligan. Get at him.
Yeah. Please do. Tell me why I'm wrong, and I'll tell you to go back to playing the Super Nintendo and leave me alone.
Hey, dude, Super Nintendo's great.
Yeah, that's where those games should have stayed.
All right, what's next? What else you got?
I'm gonna get yelled at for this one too. The Gears series, the Gears of War series.
Hey, winner. I have Gears on my list also.
So I played Gears 1, Gears 2, and Gears 3 on the
You
360.
played a lot of Gears.
So I played them because my friends, like, it was the friends I played Halo with, were like, hey, we have these, we've beat them, borrow these and try them out. They're really good. I borrowed all of them, and I played through the first one, and I was like, guys, that kind of sucked. They're like, well, the second one's better. So I played through that one, and I was like, yeah, that one sucked too. Well, the third one's the best. No, that one really sucks. It was
Interesting.
it was during that era of, like, the game developers didn't know what to do with world design and coloring, so it was like,
right. Everything's very gray.
yeah, gray or like yellow. You know, I will give them the fact that, like, the enemies had a very good art style to them. The enemies were well drawn. The human characters were not well drawn. They looked like trolls. The controls were clunky to me. Those games were not enjoyable.
That's hilarious. Okay, so I played the first Gears of War. I didn't hate it like you hated it.
I didn't hate them, but
I didn't
like,
fall in love with it.
I didn't hate them. It was the fact that I was told that they were great games, and then it was like, no, these were mediocre at best.
Right. Yeah, I didn't fall in love with them. I started 4. And I think I might just pick the series up from 4. I don't think I'm going back to 1 through 3. I just can't do it.
Yeah, it's...
But I'll be playing them for the story, not because I think the gameplay is great. Because I really don't like third-person covered base shooters. Like, get out of here.
Yeah, no.
It's not my style.
Let's see here. What else am I gonna have on here?
Yeah, what else are you gonna get us yelled at for?
I'm gonna get us yelled at for The Witcher as well. This one
We've covered this a lot.
yeah, this one I don't have anything bad to say about it. Just didn't like it. Couldn't get into it. That's the furthest I'm gonna go with it because there was nothing that stood out. I even tried to start it again recently and sat through the prologue and was still like, yeah, no, I don't care, and turned it off.
Yeah, we really talked about The Witcher. Like,
We drive that one
at least
home
half of
a
these
lot.
podcasts.
Yeah, we drive it home a lot, but I think it's because The Witcher is extremely relevant right now with the Netflix series. Haven't watched it.
Oh, the Netflix series is great, dude. Well,
I don't have the attention span to dedicate myself to watching a series anyways. So,
I really like that. But the games I can't get into. The series, I'm in.
but yeah, that's nothing bad to say about the game. Just don't care about it.
Yeah, I didn't put Witcher on my list, but I also haven't played much of Witcher 3 or the other ones. Not interested. I just don't have it on my list because we've talked about it
That's
very
I put it
few
on
times.
there as a cop out, I'd say. Let's see here. I am looking. My list got all messed up and I can't find it again. Give me a second.
We're professionals, I swear.
Yeah, no, we make a bunch of money doing this. It's not like we do it for our free time or anything.
We're sponsored by Xbox, dude.
Damn it, where did it go?
Use code Infinite on Spotify. Get 10% off.
Don't do that. You're not gonna get 10% off. He's lying to you.
Yeah, you're not. If you do, then where's my money?
Whatever. I lost it. I'm gonna throw. God, I can't remember it off the top of my head. I guess really one that keeps coming into mind that I didn't put on the list. And a lot of people love the series. It just wasn't for me. The Resident Evil games in general. Now, nothing against those games. Everybody loves them. Now, I have yet to try them. I'm not interested in trying them. I'm plugging Achievement Hunter kind of. I've watched Michael from Achievement Hunter do full plays on all the remakes. Like, I know what happens in the game, know what the game looks like, know how it plays without playing it, and I just don't want to. I don't know. I don't know if it's just because they're like remakes and people love the old ones from the original consoles is why everybody freaks out about the Resident Evil games. You may be able to tell me.
Here's the thing. I played Resident Evil 5. The first Resident Evil I ever played.
See, I thought 5 was horrible. I did play that one.
5's not very good.
Yeah, okay.
I played way too much of 5, though. I played it like 4 times.
I beat it once or twice, and I hated it.
I played 6. Really wasn't seeing it, because those are the 2 worst ones. 7 switches to first person, so I'm going to leave it out of this discussion. That one's pretty good. I played that on PlayStation. I didn't finish it, because, life gets in the way. But I played about half of it, probably. I played Resident Evil 2 Remake. And it's actually pretty good.
I'm letting the
People
dog out.
definitely, part of it's the nostalgia of the game. And then part of it's like, that it, kind of defined a genre. I think when they remake 4, you're really going to see people get actually wild about it. Because that's considered the best one. I don't really get it either. Like, the 2 at least plays well. The old school ones have like tank controls and they're not very good. Control wise, because it's like a fixed camera the whole time and you like can't turn around. At least they fixed the controls when they remade them.
I'm back. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I had to let my dog out.
It's okay. I just kept talking about Resident Evil while you were gone. The point is, I played probably about 75% of the second one. And it's a lot of just retracking the same areas, and I'm really just not into it.
I noticed that from watching it be played. That sounds so nerdy, but I guess people watching this or listening to this podcast will understand where I'm coming from.
Right.
I don't understand the point of like, hey, I guess it's the Dark Souls thing too, where like,
right.
Not.
But I like it in Dark Souls. I don't really like it in
same.
Resident Evil.
I enjoy it. I never got into Dark Souls as much as you did, but they did similar things in like the new Tomb Raider games. I enjoyed it then too. With the Resident Evil games, it's just like, hey, you're on the other side of the map entirely, but you got to run all the way back and go grab this thing because you can unlock that door now, and then you got to come back again. Why?
And then they do another thing I really don't like in Resident Evil, where they're like, in the old ones at least, where they're like, There's a code for this locker in one of these hundreds of pieces of paper you looked at. Better read them all. No thanks.
Yeah, like I don't know. I
It's just
I know those games are huge, but they're nothing I ever want to touch.
Yeah. I had my fill of Resident Evil 2. I think 7's actually good. It's like a first person horror game. It's kind of fun. It's the gameplay of the old ones just isn't my style. That's all. If a game doesn't have a gameplay I like, I'm not staying in on it. I think Resident Evil's cool. I really like the movie. People are gonna hate that.
Yeah, the movie's kind of sick though. Like straight up.
I like the movie. I like the movies. They're fun.
But
All right, is that the end of your list?
yeah, because if I keep going, I'm just gonna come up with things off the top of my head that people are gonna be like, "You're an absolute idiot."
Yeah, you better not alienate the entire audience. Okay, I got some that people aren't gonna like either, but it's not because I don't like the games. It's just that I didn't play them.
Well, I guess we went two different routes. I picked games that I was like, "No, this sucks."
Right. Well, the idea was games that you just don't like or didn't play. I just came up with all ones I didn't play. So my first thing on Gears of War, obviously we skipped that because we already talked about it. First thing on my list is the Mass Effect games. I played a little bit of the second one. I didn't really get into it, and so I just never went back to the first one or played any of the other ones. I'm just not into Mass Effect. You would think I would be because of like how the story is and it's space and it's kind of cool. It just didn't grab me, and then I never went back to it.
So I had a similar experience with Mass Effect. Strangely enough, I just realized like 2 weeks ago the people who made the Knights of the Old Republic games made Mass Effect.
Bioware.
Yep.
Yeah.
I forgot about that game. Actually, I don't know how you could forget about such a huge title. Don't like it either. I think I made it through half of the first one. Yeah. Because I was gonna play all three, because if you play all three, it'll link together.
Yeah.
I made it through half of the first one and was just like, oh, why am I still playing this?
Yeah, like if people were like, hey, play through Mass Effect, I'd be like, all right, sure. Like I don't dislike Mass Effect. It just didn't grab me when I did play it. Could be that I started on the second one, but I didn't have the first one at the time. I borrowed the second one.
Let's see.
It just didn't grab me, and so I just whatever.
I think
never played it.
I think I played. Well, I played through half of the first one. I played a part of the second one. God, the first one is god awful when you compare it to the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That being said, I think they're on Game Pass, aren't they?
Yes, they are. I believe.
If people want me to stream it, I'll stream it. Anyway, I'm gonna move on now. So not that I don't like Mass Effect, just never really got into it. Also on the note of Mass Effect being the guys who made KOTOR, did you know they're also the guys who make Dragon Age and Anthem?
I never played Anthem, actually.
Anthem bad.
Is it?
Anthem bad. Are they gonna scrap it yet? I'm not sure. Anyway, I know it was like they were like giving it away for basically free.
Oh God! So it was that bad?
Yeah, like you could pick a copy up for like $10, like a couple months after it came out.
I knew our old homies, Patrick and Deshaun. They were so stoked when that game got announced and it came out and they bought it first day. And I think I talked to them when they were playing it. So they played it the first day, and then we all got on. And, like, I was talking to Patrick, and Deshaun got on. I was like, man, what's up? You guys about to switch to Anthem? And they were both like, nah, what are you playing? What do you want to play? It's like, oh, that's a bad game.
Yeah. Even watching the trailer, I never really got the Anthem hype.
I never even watched the
trailer.
Like... I thought it was just like a Destiny clone.
Basically, that's what I was getting from it, with flying. And I'm like, watching the trailer, and people probably aren't going to believe this because it's just going to sound like I'm saying I was right. But watching the trailer, I'm like, the flying looks cool, but what else you got? And I played it for like 5 minutes, and I'm like, the flying was kind of cool. It wasn't even like cool; it was just kind of cool.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I never even touched it. Like I have not even played a single minute of that game.
well, when they eventually try to revive it by, bringing it to Game Pass, we can check it out. Uh, all right, the next things on my list, I'll just do two at a time because they're basically the same reason. Hitman and Metal Gear.
I was gonna put Metal Gear on mine.
So I don't like Hitman and Metal Gear. I guess this isn't really I didn't play. This is more of I don't like. I don't like stealth combat games where you're supposed to be stealthy because I'm not that good at it, and I don't want to go in guns a blazing. Even though you can, I don't want to because you're supposed to be stealthy. So I feel like I'm betraying the narrative by being like going in and being like, "Black, black, y'all dead." I just don't like it, and I'm not good at it, and it's just not my kind of game. So I don't. I played Hitman, the remake one. I played a couple levels of that. Wasn't really into it. I played some of Metal Gear Solid 5. Wasn't really into that. We played it online a little bit. That was fun.
The Metal Gear Solid Online, that was a blast. I don't even remember why it was so much fun.
I don't either, honestly. I just remember having a lot of fun doing it.
So what really bugs me about Metal Gear, right? Like that when I was God, this is a long story. You're gonna try to shorten it up. Young, growing up, not a lot of money, so like, my dad played PlayStation 1 because my parents were younger, so my parents were still video gamers. My dad had a bunch of demo discs, like, because that was a thing. You would get demo discs in the mail, or like, if you bought a game magazine, you got a demo disc in it. I remember it must have been Metal Gear Solid 2. I had a demo for that, and for whatever reason, played it constantly. Now, I enjoyed it. I got decent at it. The thing that bummed me out, so, like, I never touched a Metal Gear again until Metal Gear 5. Right? Correct? Phantom Pain, Metal 5? Okay.
Yes.
So, I played it a bunch when it first came out, and then got distracted by something else. You and I must have started playing a game, so I was like, yeah, Metal Gear's not that important.
Yeah, probably.
My biggest issue with that game, besides, the stealth and stuff kind of irritates me, but I don't play that game right in the first place.
Right.
You cannot restart that story.
Really?
There is no way to start a new game. Like, trust me, I've tried. I've Googled it. I have removed that game and everything about it from my hard drive and reinstalled it. Still can't do it.
Huh. Somebody in the comments is gonna tell you how to do it.
No, I've Googled it even recently, and still you can't.
Huh. So I guess I can't jump back into Metal Gear Solid 5, darn.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you about Hitman. I play that game really wrong too. I did. You and I are different. You're like, I can't do it, and that's the way the game's supposed to be played, so I'm not gonna run around like a maniac. Me, it's like, I wonder how much trouble I can cause in this game.
You're like, I'm gonna run around like a maniac.
But it was for the 360. There was a Hitman game called Hitman Absolution.
Yeah. Is that the multiplayer one?
I don't know if that one might have been multiplayer. I may be wrong though.
You remember we played one of them?
That is the multiplayer one. It was co-op, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, that one. So, in my mind, that's my favorite Hitman, so I'm going to assume a lot of other people hate that one.
Probably. I think we had fun playing that co-op, but we weren't playing it right.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to say a lot of people hate that one, because I liked it, which means I was able to be dumb and not and have no consequences.
Right.
That's all I wanted, though.
That's even like Splinter Cell, you know? Remember when we played one of the Splinter Cells together?
Oh god, we played that like idiots too.
Yeah, we're not good at stealth, which is why I don't really like them.
Not at all. Like,
Okay.
I can play a video game that's not a stealth video game, but for one mission, they're like, dude, shut up. Don't let anybody catch you. It's like, all right, fine. But the whole game, I'm like, nah, dude, this is what I'm going to do.
Right. Yeah, I could do a stealth mission. I don't want to do a stealth game. I could be patient and make it work. Or even like when I'm playing like something like Oblivion, I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna go through this entire dungeon, not ever get seen.
Yeah, but I'm not going to do
But
that
if
on
I'm like,
every one.
right, like if I set the challenge for myself, sure, I can have fun with it, but I don't want to do it for the whole game. Maybe I should just play Hitman one level at a time. Maybe that's how I get in. I play Metal Gear, but I only do one mission a day. Okay, the next games on my list, I have Tomb Raider. So the reason Tomb Raider is on here is I played the first one and I really liked it. The first remake. So the Xbox One game. Xbox One? Yeah?
I think the first one was on 360 and it got ported to Xbox One.
That could be. That one, I played that, really liked it. Never played the other two. So I didn't finish the series out. And I don't know why I didn't. I don't know if they're still on Game Pass and I can. But I just missed the second one and then the third one came out and I'm like, well, I still haven't played the second one. I just haven't gone back to do it. So they're on here just because I didn't finish it. And I didn't play the Tomb Raiders, like the original ones when I was a kid. So I guess I missed it twice now.
So
I know you really like Tomb Raider.
let's see. There's Rise of the Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Is
Yeah.
there another one I'm missing?
Yeah, Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider, just straight up Tomb
That's
Raider.
the first one.
Okay, I played and beat all three of them. Loved them.
Yeah. I really liked the first one. I just never played the second one.
Yeah,
And then I never played the third one because I didn't play the second one.
yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything for you on that one because I enjoyed them. I know you're supposed to like go back and replay them because you can do things that you couldn't do early on in the game, but
I ain't about to do all that.
yeah, that's not my cup of tea. Don't do that anyways.
Yeah, I know they were on Game Pass. I just looked it up. They're not anymore. I had them downloaded when they were on Game Pass, and I was like, yes, I'm going to get through these. And I just never did it. I would be like, oh, I'll just play a multiplayer game today or something, you know. So I just missed them. It's not that I think they're bad. I just missed it. That's all.
Yeah.
And then I also have Doom, which is kind of the same scenario. So I've played the original Doom. I really like that game. And then I played the Doom remake. The 2016 or something like that.
Yeah.
I played the first 4 levels of that game. Really liked that game, just put it down, didn't pick it back up. And so it's a similar situation where I just put it down and never picked it back up. And then as far as the originals on Doom go, I only ever played the first one.
So for me, right? So Doom and
Yeah.
Wolfenstein are basically the same game. Loosely.
Okay. Sure. It's made by the same studio? Is that a fact?
I mean, even gameplay aspects are virtually the same.
Yeah, that's probably because I think they're both made by id. I could be wrong.
But anyways, I played all the way through oh god. Is it New Order or New Colossus? It's the first remake of Wolfenstein.
I think the first one is New Order, maybe.
Okay, anyways, I played all the way through that, got to the last level. Couldn't beat the last level. I tried multiple times and even lowered the difficulty, couldn't do it because I got checkpoint locked real bad. Not trash talking that game. Still enjoyed it. I did the same thing with the second Wolfenstein game. I think I beat that one. Then I went to try to play Doom. So they feel like the same game to me. The same way you could call Duke Nukem, Doom, and Wolfenstein all the same game because they virtually are.
Sure, you're talking about the originals now.
Yes.
Right.
But so I tried to play the newer version of Doom. Started it up and played through a couple levels and I was like, man, I just grinded out Wolfenstein because I think I played them back to back. And it was
Right.
this isn't as satisfying to me. Killing demons and whatnot is not nearly as satisfying as killing Nazis. Like, I'm just gonna put this
Sure.
back.
Yeah, I think the gameplay is great. I had a lot of fun when I was playing it. It's just I set it down, and didn't get back to it, and then it was one of those things where you're so far gone, you'd have to restart, and then you're like, do I really want to restart?
Yeah.
And when I was playing Doom, it was like I'll play like a level or two a day, and that's it, because I'm like, it's all kind of it's just running around killing things. Like I'm like, I don't know. It's not like there's a narrative that's pulling me through. Like Halo, you could argue is very similar, where it's just you're running around and killing things.
Yeah.
But Halo had a story where I'm like, I gotta see what's gonna happen. Plus, I really like cutscenes in games. And does Doom have cutscenes?
I don't believe Doom does, but Wolfenstein did.
No. Wolfenstein I really liked. I was playing Wolfenstein 2 back when. Remember when I streamed and Malcolm was a thing? How long ago was that now? Like 2 years ago?
I miss Malcolm.
Yeah, there it is. Malcolm 2 years ago followed the stream. I was playing Wolfenstein 2. I think it was Wolfenstein 2 for Malcolm, and I was playing it in the hardest difficulty for him. So that's why I didn't finish Wolfenstein 2, because once I stopped streaming, I wasn't about to play it in the hardest difficulty. I own it. I'll totally get back to it. Probably someday. We should, what next week's video should be? Backlog. Just all the games we want to finish.
Oh god, my backlog would be huge. Like, there's even games I've started this year that I put on the backlog.
Maybe we should do add a section, or maybe I should make like a weekly backlog update video or something.
Like,
just force myself to go through it.
Straight up though, like me going back and playing Knights of the Old Republic, that's backlog from me being a child.
Right. I mean, yeah, backlogs are gonna go back pretty far. Like my backlog would have like Metroid on it. I'd be like, I want to go play Metroid. I don't know. That's not a horrible video idea. Maybe I'll make a backlog video. I kind of want to get through some of these. Like I could throw Tomb Raider on there, for example, or the second Dishonored, which I still haven't finished.
Dude,
there's so many things.
You bringing up Dishonored. So, I played through Dishonored and beat it on 360. And I think I got to the last level on Xbox One, maybe. Quit playing it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, yeah, whatever, I don't care. Tried to play the second one. I could not get into the second one, and I have no clue why.
I don't know, that's weird. I really like Dishonored. Here's what so before somebody points out or calls us a hypocrite. Hitman has stealth. Dishonored is supposed to be stealthy too. I agree. But Dishonored has consequences for when you're not. So I could be a terrible person and just accept that the world is terrible.
That's the way I played that game, by the way.
That's how I did it too. And I like it that way. I like that it changed the way the game was. So I didn't feel like I was betraying any narratives. There's just rats everywhere, and they're like, you're really bad at this. And I'm like, yes, I am, but bring me through the story.
I do suck at this, but this whole world sucks, and it's your fault.
Yeah. There's a plague. Sorry.
You guys picked the wrong hero.
That's the end of my list. I suppose it was 6 games, but I did group like Tomb Raider and Doom and Hitman and Metal Gear, so whatever. That's the end of that. Do you have anything else you would like to add?
No, not really. If you want to yell at somebody because I hate certain things, go ahead and yell at me. You're not going to change my opinion, though. Let's just start there.
Look, everybody has games that they either didn't play or don't like for whatever reason. Get off your high horse. It's fine, dude.
Yeah.
We're all just gamers. We're just having a good time.
I'm not going to make fun of you for playing
about this
games.
backlog thing, though.
Yeah. I was going to say, not going to make fun of you for playing games I think suck. But I'm just going to let you know, don't ever ask me to play that game.
So, yeah. Enjoy your week off of us not flooding your ear holes. Gives you 2 whole weeks to argue with Jason about it.
I will be impressed if somebody DMs me on Instagram and is like, you suck, you're stupid. If you DM me, that doesn't count.
I'm not going to, but you have to screenshot it and send it to me if they do, because that's hilarious.
It'll be that same idiot that was like, you guys are wrong, Rise was amazing.
Yeah. He's coming back. All right. I guess we'll wrap it up now. So, the usual stuff. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends. Do all the stuff. Help the show out. Come on.
Check out the top 5 session clips video too. And
plug that.
and if you play the game, join our Discord.
Yeah. Come show these guys how to do tricks or get wrecked by these guys who are doing tricks. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. The one guy in there is real good. Narkilly, top notch.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Narkilly. He's a good guy.
What was I gonna say? Oh, me being like a jerk in the podcast and saying games suck. Trust me, I'm not like that all the time. Our Discord is extremely friendly.
Yeah. Definitely. He doesn't really think those games suck. He thinks they're great. It's fun.
No, let's not say that. I am playing up my hatred for them a little bit, but I still don't like them.
Right. I think you really should take back what you said about Cuphead. Anyway.
No, Cuphead was a POS. Leave me alone.
All right. That's it. I'm done. You good?
Why do I want to play side-scrolling Dark Souls? Leave me alone.
There it is. Like, comment, subscribe. We're moving on. See you in 2 weeks. Bye.